Good morning, good morning. Hey, Foodie Gang, how are you guys doing today? Welcome back to the channel, season 3, episode 101. And this is Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bang. Thank you guys so much for coming to breakfast. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late. Your girl did not want to get out the bed today. But here we are, here we are. Hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel on your way in. Share this video with your friends. Join the channel and become a member. So today, for this episode, we are going to be making, fix my shirt. We are going to be making home fries, eggs, chicken sausage, and toast. So, I got all my ingredients here. Let me see if I can move y'all back a little bit. But y'all know it's Saturday. And I'll be running a little bit behind. But I am here. Okay, the first thing we have is our potatoes that I have diced up. When you cut potatoes, you want to be sure that you put them in water so that they do not oxidize. What that means is that so that they don't turn brown. So I have my potatoes for the home fries. And then we are going to try chicken apple sausage. The last time I had it, I didn't really like it. But that was a different brand. So we're going to give it a try again. And we're going to see how it goes. So, got my potatoes. Got my chicken apple sausage here. And then I have 2 eggs right here. And then I have a little bit of softened butter for the toast, which is right here. Got my wheat toast right here. We're going to toast that up. See what it do. And then, if you were here during Christmas, during our Christmas marathon, I had a Christmas cheese plate. And I had a bunch of different cheeses. And one of the cheeses that I had was a smoked Gouda. So what I have done is I have shredded up that smoked Gouda. And so this is shredded cheese, but it's smoked Gouda and it's so good. So we're going to put a little bit of this probably over our potatoes. For seasonings, we are just going to keep it simple today for our home fries. And we're going to do garlic salt. And we're going to use paprika. When I use garlic salt, I will not use salt. Or I'll try my best not to. Just because I don't want to have too much sodium. So, for the potatoes, we're going to do garlic salt and paprika. And the paprika is just to help us really get that color on there. And that's it, you guys. Super simple ingredients. Potatoes, chicken sausage, eggs, and toast. Very, very simple ingredients. So, okay, when I was looking up home fries, I was like, I need a cast iron skillet. So I went to the store and I bought a cast iron skillet. So we are going to use this for the first time together on live. And you know what? When I lived in Oregon, I used to have a cast iron skillet. And then y'all hit the like button. Double tap the screen. When I lived in Oregon, I used to have a cast iron skillet and I loved it. I would use this cast iron skillet for everything. But since I moved to Alaska, I have not purchased a cast iron skillet. And I see it all over my group on Facebook, Foodiegang fan page. I was like, I need to get a cast iron skillet. I finally bought one. I believe this pan was about $28, which honestly is really not a bad bargain at all. Because there is so much that you can do with the cast iron skillet. And it really changes the flavor of your food. I got my coffee here. Y'all know I need to wake up in the morning. So I got my coffee here. I put a little bit of cocoa powder in there, house blend coffee with some whipped cream. Okay, the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna drain our potatoes and get all of that water off. and try to get it as dry as possible before we put it into our cast iron skillet. I am going to get the cast iron skillet on the stove and let it start heating up, because cast iron skillet, it is a thicker pot or a thicker pan, so it does take a little bit of time to get hot. So we're gonna get started. Y'all hit the like button, and you know what it is, Saturday Foodiegang breakfast. Shout out to the members. This one is for you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna get this moved around. When we finna get started, y'all, we finna get to cooking. And here's our potatoes. This was about 5 or 6 medium potatoes. Yes, 5 or 6 medium potatoes. I diced them up last night. And when you cut potatoes, you put them in water. So, let me get some things moved around here. Foodiegang. We got our cast iron skillet. And this cast iron skillet is heavy. It is heavy. So, another thing you always want to do with your cast iron skillet is season it with oil. So I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in there, and I'm gonna get some of this water out. You want to put that seasoning in there, or the oil. It kind of just do its thing. And then you can even take a napkin and you can move the oil around. So after you wash your cast iron skillet, you want to put a layer of oil in there, and you want to just rub it around and store it like that. And that's just the way the cast iron skillet works. You want to put that layer of oil on it so it doesn't dry out. But this is just kind of what they taught me, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Before I moved to Oregon, my mom never used a cast iron skillet. I don't know, a lot of you guys' grandmas maybe did, but my mom didn't. So I honestly didn't know anything about the cast iron skillet until I met someone who used it. And then I got my first cast iron skillet probably when I was like 20, and I just really, really loved it. And believe it or not, one of my favorite things I used to love to make in my cast iron skillet was potatoes. I always made like breakfast potatoes in my cast. Let me button this up. I always made potatoes in my cast iron skillet, and it just would give it that crispy coating, and it would just taste so good. Okay, I have this pan on like a 6 right now, and I'm gonna get those in there. The pan is still heating up. The potatoes are draining over here. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to get this on the pan. And this is am I saying it right? Aidells chicken and apple sausage. I recently tried one of their sausages, and it was like a roasted garlic and Gruyere. It was so delicious. Super good. Okay, and then the instructions on here say kind of how I cook the other sausages with the garlic and Gruyere. You want to put this into the pan with a cup of water and let it just cook and kind of do its thing. And then as the water drains out, then that's when you want to start sauteing it. Let me see if I can adjust you guys. See if I can adjust you guys so y'all can see all those burners. There we go. There we go, Foodiegang. So, I'm going to get my scissors and we're going to get this cut open. And we're about to put the potatoes on here pretty soon. See? All right, all right, all right. Yes, but I did not want to get out of bed this morning. I was like, I need to get up. We got the Foodiegang breakfast. I was like, I need to get up. Okay, so we got the sausage in there. I'm going to put some water in here. And I'm going to get this stove on. So I'm going to do 1 cup of water like the package says. And then I'll add more if needed. But I'll be honest with you guys, Foodiegang, when I'm cooking something, I like to follow the directions first. And then if they don't work out, then I'll adjust as necessary. So, yes, and when you're using a cast iron skillet, be very careful because the handle does get hot. And so definitely be careful. What I do is I will use a pot holder because, like I said, the handle does get hot. And we are going to put a little bit of butter in this pan before we put our potatoes in here. Okay, I have 2 different butters. Okay, I think this is for, yeah, this is for the toast. Okay. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Then, I got my stuff over here. My utensils, I'm keeping them on the counter now. So y'all don't have to see me struggling with my drawer. And you guys can see it is definitely hot. So we're going to put our potatoes in there. I am so excited. I have not used a cast iron skillet in so long. I'm a little nervous too because I've never used this pan before. Never used this cast iron. I haven't used cast iron in a long time. But this is definitely bringing back a lot of memories from when I used to use my cast iron skillet. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I have not had a cast iron skillet in so long. Okay, so we got our eggs and we got our toast back here. We are just going to let our potatoes cook. I don't like to season my potatoes till a little bit towards the end because sometimes the seasoning can burn on the pan. So I like to season my potatoes towards the end. Everyone is totally different. This is just what I like to do, okay, y'all? Ooh, I was finna grab that handle. Yeah, so let me see if I can bend y'all down even more. And then I got my chicken sausage on back here. Chicken apple sausage. Turn this up a bit. And that's it, y'all. We just gonna let it cook. Our potatoes are gonna take the longest. So before I start the eggs and the toast, I want my potatoes to cook, you know, to cook for a while. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and join the channel. Okay, so I was talking to the Foodiegang food panel, and they're going to be here tomorrow. We're going to talk about random topics. It is going to be our last show of 2024, and then before you know it, we're going to be into 2025. Put a little bit more butter in here. Oh, okay, so I still do not know if I'm making Sunday dinner and what do y'all want to eat. So I'm gonna look through my freezer. I kind of want to do something with some beef because I feel like we haven't had beef in a while, or maybe yeah. So I'm not sure what we're gonna have for Sunday dinner. I am not sure. I do have these salmon burgers in the freezer that definitely got to make one of these days. So we will see. And when the key to these to getting them crispy is plenty of oil. You kind of want to just leave them alone, spread them out into a nice thin layer. Like that. Ooh, that pan is heavy, y'all. One thing about a cast iron skillet is they are heavy. So, you gotta just let those cook. Let it do its thing. Okay, Foodiegang, but okay, so on Wednesday I'm dropping pre-recorded content, and then I'm going live randomly. And I was just looking at my calendar, and I noticed that Wednesday is going to be the first. So we are gonna have another Wednesday where we're probably gonna be dropping some pre-recorded content and going live at the same day. So um we are gonna have a small dinner with me and my sister and my uncle. We're gonna have a small dinner because we had so much fun during Christmas. I want to do a mimosa and juice bar, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna have to work on some stuff, but that's kind of the plan that I want to do. And also, when we do the mimosa and juice bar, I want to do finger foods. And so, we got some more appetizers coming. We got the mimosa and juice bar. We have New Year's dinner. And, yeah. And hey, how are you doing? Just me and the amazing Paul. How are you doing? How are you doing? Girl, I am just sitting here cooking. You know, I'm always in the kitchen cooking. You know what one of y'all said to me? They was like, you stay in the kitchen. So I'm making home fries. I have my chicken apple sausage back here. And then we're gonna make some eggs. I believe I'm gonna do over medium and then some toast. So we're just keeping it simple. And this is for the members. Can y'all see me okay? You guys, I just woke up like probably like an hour and a half ago. So, and Just Me said those look good. Thank you so much. I went and bought this cast iron skillet yesterday. I used to have a cast iron skillet a long time ago, but I have not used one in years. So this is the first time I'm using this cast iron skillet. So we're gonna see what it do. But I'm telling you, that cast iron skillet is a game changer. Oh, Just Me said I'm getting ready to make breakfast for Mr. Two. What are you making for breakfast? What are you making for breakfast? And you guys, get you somebody that know how to cook. I'm telling you, you'll be happier in your life. If possible, not everyone cooks, and some people feel like they can just order DoorDash or eat out. I'm telling you, it is not the same. It's not the same as having a home cooked meal by someone that really cares about you versus going to a restaurant and ordering the food. It's not the same. And when people say that, that's kind of how you know that they are not even used to a home cooked meal. I was talking to this guy, and he was like, nobody has ever cooked for me. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Ooh, and Just Me said, well, brunch with bacon, eggs, grits, or pancakes. You know what, Just Me? I have been craving some grits, and I normally have some, but I do not have any grits, and so I'm gonna have to add that to my shopping list when I go to the store. And you guys, when you are going to the store, make a shopping list, because if you do not have a list, well, I know for me at least, I will start grabbing a whole bunch of stuff and get home and not even have the right stuff to make a meal. I'm going to turn my pan over so it can get kind of crispy. So, when you're grocery shopping, I believe that you should take a list so that you can make sure that you're getting proper ingredients to actually make a meal. And anytime I don't have a list, I go over budget. I'll be so mad. Because I'll be like, dang, how did I spend more money and I don't have everything that I need? That's crazy. So, have a list. That is the moral of the story. Get you a little shopping list and just be done with it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to move this one to the front so you guys can see it. I don't know why, but this burner is like a little bit shaky. I don't know why. But yes, have a shopping list when you go to the store. If you can, get you somebody that can cook. Not everybody can cook. It's definitely, according to y'all, it's pretty rare. I wouldn't know because everybody I know how to cook. So, and maybe that's just because I cook, so I know people that cook. But according to y'all, people is not out here cooking like that. So, we're making home fries, chicken, apple sausage. We're going to make toast, and we're going to make 2 eggs over medium. It's going to be like a sunny side up type of style. I should say sunny side up. I'm making the eggs sunny side up. Ooh, look at that color. Ooh, it's gonna go down with these. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. See? If you want to get crispy home fries, get you a cast iron skillet. Put plenty of oil and butter in it. And just let it just cook and do its thing. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, y'all, when I be cooking, I get so excited and I be so happy. But, okay, so, tomorrow we're going to have the Foodiegang food panel. You guys, you know, I have been up here for a long time going live. I don't even remember the last day I took off. I don't even know. I might take a day off. I might take Monday off. And get ready for New Year's and the mimosa and juice bar. But I be up here all day long cooking. So I don't even remember the last day I took off. So I might take a day or two off and get ready for New Year's and really sit down and figure out what we're going to be doing for 2025. Because one thing is for sure is that we're going to be cooking Foodiegang. We are going to be cooking. That's one thing I can say. We're going to be cooking. And shout out to y'all for hitting the like button. But we're making home fries, chicken, apple sausage, and then we have 2 eggs and then toast over here. And I have my air fryer over here. Okay. There are a couple of things that I recommend that you guys get as foodies. A rice cooker. It makes consistent rice, frees up the stove. You also don't waste rice, and your quality of rice is better because it's consistent. You don't have to, I don't know about you guys, but when I used to make rice on the stove, sometimes I would have boilovers. And so, rice cooker, air fryer, I definitely recommend that as well. There was something else that I recommended to you guys, but I cannot remember. But if it comes back to me, I'll let you guys know. Okay, a cast iron skillet. I think that y'all should get a cast iron skillet, but I will say this. Cast iron skillets are not super cheap. It's not a bad price, but you gotta think though, in this cast iron skillet, you can just do so much. You can even bake in here. I've seen people do cornbread in here. There's just so much you can do with the cast iron skillet. So even though it costs about $30, I think it's a good bargain because there's a lot that you can do with your cast iron skillet. So you guys need an air fryer, a rice cooker, and I would say a crock pot. A crock pot is a good item to have too, especially for someone that is busy during the week and you do not have a lot of time. Invest in a crock pot or an Instant Pot. One of those. Because you can just put all your meat in there, go to work, go about your day, come back, and you have dinner ready to go. And Just Me said, I love my cast iron skillet. Ooh, you know what? Just Me. Now that I got a cast iron skillet and I bought one yesterday, I used to own one years ago. I moved out of Oregon, got rid of all my kitchen stuff and never bought another cast iron skillet. I am highly upset with myself that I never got another cast iron skillet. And now that I'm using it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember this. This is how I got delicious breakfast potatoes all the time. So good. But Just Me said she don't know how to cook, but she got the cast iron skillet. Well, I don't think we believe her Foodiegang. Because if you invest in a cast iron skillet, you know how to cook. Or you know a little something. You're not going to see nobody who's just a beginner cook with a cast iron skillet, in my opinion. What y'all think? But Just Me know how to cook. She said she got her a man. Look, it don't matter what we think, it matters what he think. And if he happy with the food, that's all that matters. And that's another thing. I feel like sometimes as cooks, we're really hard on ourselves. But we gotta keep in mind that a lot of people or some people did not grow up with someone in the house who knew how to cook. So even if we feel like our cooking is basic to somebody else, they can see it as the best food in the world. You know what I'm saying? Just me over here laughing. But look, like I said, you don't got to be the best cook in the world. You just gotta know the basics and be willing to cook. That's another thing. It's weird because a lot of people want to get married out here, but people don't know how to cook. I don't know. Strange. It's strange to me, right? Just me. You gotta be willing to get up and go make me some food. You know what I'm saying? That's the least. That's the least you could do out here. But I don't know. But look at that color, y'all. Okay, I have not added any seasonings to these potatoes so far. Pretty soon we are going to add in our garlic salt and paprika. Woo. Oh my gosh, I miss my cast iron skillet and I'm so happy I got one. You guys get a cast iron skillet. Be like Just Big Bank and Just Me. These cast iron skillets are where it's at. And I am ashamed of myself that I have not had one in so long. But it's never too late to change. So, we have our toast back here that we are going to put in the air fryer pretty soon. The air fryer is another, kitchen gadget that I think is really, really helpful. Because instead of you having like a toaster, you can invest in an air fryer. And the air fryer does so many different things. And so, yeah, you can buy a toaster, but the toaster is only for toast. The air fryer can do everything. You can make fries in here. I've even made chicken in here before. I have made potato. I made everything in here. This is like my go-to gadget. And then it's perfect because it just sits on the counter. And one thing I will say is that I've never had any like electrical issues with the air fryer. I know that could be the concern sometimes, but I've had no issues. Cleaning it isn't hard. And so what I like to do when I'm making my potatoes is I will kind of test them out. When I say that, I will take one and see if I can press it and see if they're soft. So I'm going to put a little bit more oil in here. And then we are going to start with the seasoning. And I got my chicken sausage over here. Y'all, it's going to be a good one, Foodiegang. It's going to be a good one. Okay. So I got my garlic salt right here. Oh my goodness. It's already smelling so good. Oh. A little bit of paprika. And I'm just gonna keep it simple for this. Yeah, we're gonna keep it simple for this one. So I'm just gonna give these a stir. Oh my goodness. Look at that, Foodiegang. And like I said, this pan is going to be very hot. So when I'm using, I'm holding the handle with the pot holder. And Just Me said those look good. Yes, I used to make breakfast potatoes all the time. Like that was like my favorite thing to do. And when you do a skillet, you put like peppers and onions in here as well. You guys, skillets are my favorite. That's just like, you pretty much put everything in one pan. But they're so good, and I always used to make skillets. Now I remember why. It was because I had a cast iron skillet. And even when you fry potatoes in the pan, in my opinion, it doesn't get as crispy as these. And as when you do it in the cast iron skillet. So I'm gonna try one of my potatoes, and I just turned the pan down because they look pretty much done. This is going to be really hot, so be very, very careful. So y'all can see one of the potatoes. I'm going to give it a try. And I'm going to see if we need to adjust our seasonings, if there's anything that we need to add. Mmm. That's what I'm talking about. Mmm. I'm going to put a little bit more of this garlic salt in there. Ooh, these are looking good. And I'm going to put a little bit of butter in there as well. And these are going to be pretty much done. Okay, so there we have it. It's our home fries. And these are done. So I'm going to move these to the back burner. And then we're going to bring our sausage here. We're going to start working on the eggs. And we're going to get this thing, you know what I'm saying, plated up here pretty soon. Ooh, okay. These are delicious. I gotta do two hands because it's heavy. So, you guys can see there's a little bit more water in our sausage. And then we have our pan back here for our eggs. And then when our bread comes out, I'm going to put some butter on it. And that's it. We're going to get down to business. Okay, we are waiting for this water to kind of cook out. And turn this up a little bit. We're waiting for this water to cook out. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in here. And we're going to let the outside kind of crisp up. So we got our home fries back here. We got we're going to put our eggs on here very shortly. And then we have our chicken sausage as well right here. And then our toast is almost ready. You know, my favorite meal of the day is breakfast. I absolutely love breakfast. And that's why we do the Saturday Foodiegang breakfast. Everyone can watch it, but the live chat is members only. I think I'm gonna pour some of this water out. It's taking too long, Foodiegang. Pour some of that water out, and we're gonna start the sauteing process because we gotta go. Put a little bit of oil in here. So it can start to kind of crisp up a little bit. Yes, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Shout out to the 9 people that have hit the like button so far. We are having our Saturday Foodiegang breakfast, and I have home fries here that are in the cast iron skillet that are ready to go. We're finishing up our chicken apple sausage. The toast is in the air fryer, and we have the pans for the eggs ready to go here. I like to do my eggs last so I can make sure that everything else is already done before I will even start the eggs. Because once the eggs get done, it's time to eat. Then my toast is done, so I'm going to spread some butter on my toast. And we got our chicken sausage here. I'm letting it crisp up a little bit. I did cook it in water just so that I can make sure the inside is cooked. And then now I'm just spreading my butter on my toast. And then just let that crisp up, do its thing. Do its thing. Ooh, it's starting to pop and okay, we got our toast here, so we're gonna cut that. I'm actually gonna pop this toast back in here to melt this butter. I put the butter on there, but it's not quite melting quick enough, so we're gonna put it back in there for probably about like a minute and let that do its thing. Okay. Y'all can see the sausage here is looking good. I'm starting to get a little bit of color on there the way that I like. And then we got our potatoes back here. Yes, Foodie Gang. So y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, join the channel, and become a member. I am always in the kitchen cooking, and I really enjoy cooking. Here are potatoes right here. These are the home fries. And this pan is heavy, y'all. It's heavy. That's why I gotta use 2 hands when I do. Okay, so our butter is melted now. We are gonna get this toast cut. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. That color on there. And we are going to start plating up some of our food. We got our plate right here. I'm going to put some of the home fries on the plate. Building our plate back here. We got the toast and we got some home fries on there. I am going to put some sausage on here. And then we're going to switch our pans and we're going to start working on the eggs. Let me show you guys what we have here so far. We have some home fries, our chicken apple sausage, and then we have our toast. Yeah, we're gonna do our eggs, y'all. And then these are the seasonings that we use for our potatoes. We use paprika and garlic salt. So, keeping it really simple. I have some smoked Gouda here that I'm going to put on top of the potatoes. And a little bit. Okay, so we're doing our eggs here. Eggs are very nerve-wracking because everyone is so serious about the eggs. Here we go. like to give my hands a rinse after I crack eggs. So, there we go. We're waiting on our eggs. We got our home fries right here, our chicken apple sausage, and we have toast as well. And this is going to be a good breakfast. This is a Saturday Foodiegang breakfast. So shout out to everybody in the building. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a clean spatula to take my eggs out of the pan. You want a clean spatula and all that stuff. Yes, this is breakfast, y'all. And I'll be honest with you guys, when I first wake up, I'm not hungry right away. It kind of takes me a little bit of time to kind of like work up an appetite. And so, like, I'll wake up and not eat until like 2 hours later. Because it takes me a little bit of time to work up an appetite, you know, and all that stuff. Okay, so I think we're pretty much almost done here. We're going for Sunnyside up. I like the whites to kind of be cooked, and then I like the yolks to be running. When I was growing up, I never used to eat my eggs like this. They were always just scrambled, and it wasn't until, you know, I went to culinary school, started eating different foods, that I started to enjoy my eggs like this. Because for a long time, I did not eat them like this. So, there we go. Those are the eggs right there. Like I said, we just grew up with scrambled eggs. We were not eating our eggs like this. And this is the stressful part. Taking them out the pan. Okay. And El Cheapo said, I'm cooking with you, laugh out loud. Yes, El Cheapo. Anytime, baby. Anytime, baby. Anytime, baby. So there we go. We got home fries, eggs, Sunnyside up. We have chicken apple sausage and wheat toast. And Blaze, is that you? Blaze said, is that a home-cooked meal you're whipping up? Can a brother get a plate of eggs and bacon? You know what, Blaze? I don't eat pork that much, but I'll make some bacon for you. And Jessme said the presentation is nice. Hello, El Cheapo and Blaze. Yeah, when I go out to eat, when I go to the restaurant and I order my food needs to look like this. Or I'm sitting in the back. But you guys, I do a lot of scrambled eggs on here because making eggs for me is very nerve-wracking because you can be plating it up. One of them will go to crack. So I don't even like to make eggs like this on live because it's nerve-wracking, but I'm glad it worked out today. So there we go. There's a home fries. I have a little bit of smoked Gouda here. But let me bend y'all up. Let me get my pictures. And shout out to everybody in the building. Definitely hit the like button on your way in. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And okay, I'm going to ask you guys a really important question that is going to tell me a lot about y'all. How much are you paying for this? How much are you paying? How much are you willing to pay for this? What's the most? Do y'all want some? Do y'all want some? I made enough food for everybody. I made a whole bunch of potatoes back here. and all that. That's a little bit enough. That's enough for everybody. So we're gonna put some smoked Gouda on top of our potatoes. If you guys were here during our Christmas marathon, you guys saw when I did the Christmas cheese board and the wine tasting. Y'all, I had a good time. That was one of my favorite live streams. Cause we were just sitting here chilling, tasting, and I love cheese. That is like my guilty pleasure is cheese. Okay, Foodie Gang, let me get us set up for the table. You guys know when we do Saturday Foodie Gang breakfast, we are going to sit down at the table and we are going to talk. We are going to talk. And Blaze said, wait, I thought I got a free plate. Blaze, you do get a free plate. But my question to you is, if you were not at 907 Good Eats and you went to a restaurant, how much would you pay? And then Jasmine said I'd pay up to $20 on a non-pay week. I think like $15.99 to $20 is definitely a fair price. The problem when you go out to eat is they start adding on stuff. They be like, oh, you want a different type of bread? $2. And it's like, bro, stop. It's like the nail shop. Going out to eat is like the nail shop now. But here we go. But yes. Okay. Alright, y'all. Let me get us situated and get us over to the table. Because I'm over here sitting here talking about how good the food looks. I gotta do a taste test with you guys. And I got a new placemat. So, but let me grab. Okay, y'all gonna think I'm crazy. But to hold my phone up, I use 2 cans of crushed tomatoes. And then I do have a phone holder. But when I'm sitting at the table, I like to use this to hold up my phone. But yes, that's a behind the scenes, members only, advice. But let me get y'all situated. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Ever since Christmas, my house has been a mess. There are gifts and presents all over my house. So look at my placemat that I got. Look, I got a new placemat, Foodie Gang. I'm going to grab the lights and I will be right back. So there is the food. But yes, my house is a mess. I have a lot of cleaning up to do, and all that stuff. Okay. There we go, though. Another successful breakfast. We slide in here. Okay, I don't know why my shirt's like cricket. But what's going on, Foodie Gang? Okay. So we got our home fries with smoked Gouda on top. We have our 2 eggs, Sunnyside up. We have our chicken apple sausage. And we also have wheat toast. And we just cooked this entire meal together on live. I'm going to put the recipes in there later on today. But I will get those to y'all soon. And one thing I will say, every time I'm watching the replay, there's like always a piece of my hair that is sticking up. And I'm just like, I just need to accept this is how it is when you have dreads and they're short. They're just going to be sticking up like this. There's nothing I can do about it. Ooh, you know what I need? I need ketchup. But I'm gonna give you guys a taste test before I get the ketchup. When I'm eating, and this is just water back here. When I am eating breakfast, I like to try my food without the condiments first to really see what the flavors are. Mm. Okay, so we got our home fries. We have our 2 eggs Sunnyside up, and then we have our chicken sausage. The last time we had chicken sausage, I really liked it. It was a roasted garlic and Gruyere, and it was the same brand, I believe. I really liked it, and if I see that sausage again, I'm buying a whole bunch. So, here we go with the home fries and the smoked Gouda. Mm. Wow. You can just taste the crispiness. And shout out to my new cast iron skillet. I just added a new pot to my collection, or new pan, the cast iron skillet. And we are going to be up here breaking that cast iron skillet in. I'm going to be looking up skillet meals. But, oh my goodness, you can just taste the crispiness, the seasoning, and like, I'm telling you, a cast iron skillet just tastes, the food that is cooked in a cast iron skillet just tastes so different than using a regular pan. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. So, let me try a little bit of this egg. Okay, so one thing I learned about when you have runny yolks is that you can take the toast and you can dip it in the yolk, and it's so good. Definitely an acquired taste. And El Chipo agrees. He says it really is a difference. El Chipo, you got a cast iron skillet? El Chipo be over there cooking, and she be acting like she don't know what she doing, but she know what she doing. She got a cast iron skillet. Nobody that is a beginner cook has a cast iron skillet. You know a little something, something if you got a cast iron skillet. Oh, okay. El Chiba said, no, I'm asking. Okay, yes. Really is a difference. I got my cast iron skillet from Walmart for $28. Okay. There are different type of cast iron skillets. The really, really cheap, great value brand, I would not recommend you buy that one. Get you a good cast iron skillet. Okay. Okay. So we got some clarification from El Chipo. She has 3 cast iron skillets. She got different sizes. And she said her cousin purchased it for her to make cornbread. Have you used them yet? Or did you get it for Christmas? Okay, so then dipping that, some of the toast in that runny yolk. Y'all, let me get an apple. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Mmm. Okay. I have wheat toast right here. Sourdough is the best toast for breakfast, in my opinion. So good. Let's toast with that butter and that runny yolk. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Um. Woo, y'all. My phone finna go down. Okay. Blaze said the world is still waiting for Good Eats and Ghetto Eats to team up. I tell you, until we make ice cream, until we do a collab with El Cheapo, Blaze is not gonna be happy. And now people said yes, but I prefer regular skillets. I made burgers and it wasn't impressed. And as people said, Blaze, we are gonna connect come New Year's. Okay. El Chibo, what is a regular skillet? What do you mean by that? Like a regular size skillet? I never. We might have to do that one time. Because I've heard of skillet cornbread, but I've never myself made it. So maybe we'll have to try skillet cornbread for the first time together. Mmm. El Chibo, you are the first person I have ever heard say a regular pan is the same as a cast iron skillet. And I just want to let you know we at 907 Goodies are highly disrespected. What? El Chipo? El Chipo said she did not notice the difference and a regular pan would have been the same as a cast iron skillet. Y'all, I don't know what type of pan you got, El Chipo. I don't know what happened because I wasn't there. I can't speak on it. But in my experience, I feel like the cast iron skillet gets a different flavor. And you will get crispy edges for sure. But I made potatoes. I don't know if I've ever made a burger in the cast iron skillet before. Mmm. Blaze, I forgot about that. Because Blaze is finna dip out. Blaze said y'all done ran him off the internet with y'all crazy self. Y'all done ran Blaze out of here acting crazy. Acting like some big old kids. And as people say, it does do well with cornbread, but on the stove cooking, I prefer a regular pan. Just me, we gonna have to beat up El Chipo. She talking crazy out here in the chat. El Chipo done crossed over and started trolling. What? El Chipo, I don't know, and you are the first person I've ever heard say this, and I'm kind of shocked. And Jasmine said, where you going, Blaze? Blaze said, you need a break from y'all big old kids out here. Y'all acting foolish. They acting foolish, Blaze. But Blaze, I'll tell you this. We don't be acting crazy over here at 907 Goodies. We act reasonable and realistic. It's like people have gotten so crazy that what they're saying doesn't even feel real anymore. It's so like outlandish. And it's like they talking so crazy it don't even make sense no more. You know, let me readjust this. Woo! My bad, Foodiegang. Y'all okay? Are y'all okay, Foodiegang? Okay, okay, I'm down in one can because it was kind of moving. And El Chipo said, Blaze, I'm definitely a troll. Yes. One thing I'll say is El Chipo, y'all gotta check out her YouTube channel. She be clapping back at these trolls. And she be like, look. Mmm. Blaze said honey cornbread. Ooh, that sounds good. Mmm. And just me said for the cast iron skillet, the older the pan gets, the better the food tastes. To me, I agree with that because the cast iron skillet, you want it to have that seasoning, and I'll meet people who will be like, "This is my grandma's cast iron skillet," and it's just like all that seasoning is just cooked into there. But just me is exactly right. Um, the older the pan gets, the better. And that's why I was telling you guys, like, hey, this cast iron skillet is new. This is the first time I've ever cooked in here. But as time goes on, the flavor will get even better. I don't know what else she was talking about, but y'all listen to me. Get your cast iron skillet. Mm-mm-mm. They have, cookbooks that are dedicated to cast iron skillets. Like it's so serious out here. Um, and Blaze said he's sick of y'all. Y'all need to get some sense, and he said he's finna be out of here. That's not what he said, but that's how I'm gonna translate it. He said he's sick of y'all. Don't nobody make no sense no more. They're trying to win arguments out here. Um, yes, Just Me is right. Do not wash them in soap. You don't wash the cast iron in soap and water. I was always told. I just heard you just do water. You don't put soap on it, and then after you get done, don't you put a layer of oil on it? Um, and then Just Me, I agree with you. She said, "Aw, Blaze, you are one of the sensible ones." Yes, I don't know what has happened, but here we go with the chicken sausage. Um, People are not even making sense anymore. They're just trying to win the argument, and that's it. Like that, they don't care about nothing. They damn sure don't care about these kids. They just want to win the argument and put people down. It's kind of what it looks like. Mm. Oh, Elshiba said, my son used it and washed it. I was so mad. He didn't dry it out. He didn't dry it, oil it a little, nothing. See, that's why I was saying that if you are someone who doesn't cook, you are not gonna know about the cast iron skillet. But if you know how to cook, you know about the cast iron skillet. You know about the rules. But yeah, I agree. There are just certain pans that kids can't use. Like, you need to use a regular pan. You don't even have enough cooking repertoire to be using this cast iron skillet. You're not certified. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. And Blaze said I try my to be at least, or I try to be at least. It's like talking about being sensible. She was saying the argument that is that black women are the worst people in the world and we are to blame for the fall of humanity. That's kind of what it seems like to me. It kind of seems like people have taken this victim mindset, whereas they can't do nothing about nothing. Everything is not their fault. There's really a lack of accountability. And for these people to be so-called leaders, I don't know, it's wild. Even as, a single mom or mother, you need to take accountability. Even as a man, you need to take accountability. There's just a lack of accountability, and that's why things are not changing, in my opinion. Because there's no accountability. If you don't think you did anything and you had no part to play in nothing, that means that you are a victim and nothing you can do can change it. And that's why they're going to be on the internet for years to come crying. In my opinion. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? And they just act like we are the villains out here. They didn't do nothing. Yeah. There's a difference between a victim and a survivor. And a lot of people want to be victims out here. In my opinion, the only people that are victims are the kids. Everyone else, you know what I'm saying? You should take accountability for your actions. You lay with that person. You did what you did. Um, yeah. I don't know how all these men got to be victims. I'm confused. Um, and Jessamy said it really helped me realize that some are twisted thinking people in this world. I was gullible at first. Yes, El Cheapo, we are to blame for everything. We took down the world. And it's just like, okay. But you know what I've learned, ladies, and Blaze and the Foodie Gang? You can't argue with people like that. There really is no point. You let them believe what they want to believe, and you go on about your day, and you just be happy in your life. As long as your kid is happy, what everyone else thinks really doesn't matter, and is very, very, very irrelevant. Um. Mhm. Mhm. And El Chipo is 100% right. These people don't want real change. They just want to keep talking about it because it brings cash apps. And that's another thing. This gender war is very lucrative business. And it's really sad because they're not really here to help men. In my opinion, I feel like the men are being preyed upon because they're buying into this how do you say it? They're buying into this idea that women are the worst, but the people that are saying this have wives, have children, have a marriage, and yet they're telling you what to not do while they go home and lay next to their wives. Y'all are getting played out here. Stop listening to these people. Okay, El Chipo said ideology. Okay, there we go. Yes, in my opinion, their men are getting preyed upon with this whole we're victims and all that. They're going home and they're laying with their wives. While you sit out here mad at the world, mad with everybody, and blaming women for everything, they going right home to lay next to their wife or in the next room because you can do YouTube at home. Wow, they take your money and spend it on their wives and their happiness. And they got you at home mad, alone, by yourself. When are y'all gonna wake up? But yeah, y'all the victims. Look, open your eyes to what's going on out here. Y'all not paying attention to the food. Y'all not paying attention to the kids. You're not paying attention to the world and what's really going on here. In my opinion. No, this is all my opinion. This is all speculation. But I think y'all getting played out here. And, I don't say nothing because I don't got time to be arguing with y'all. I keep to myself. I'm on my business. But I be looking at stuff. And I'm looking at the game. They out here playing a game. And it's all about money. It's not about helping people. That's not what they want to do. They don't give a about y'all. Mm-hmm. And just me said, that's exactly what I said on 7 Day, hating on the young men. And broke because they spent all their money. Yes, and you're listening to these people. Their ideas about how women are. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Why don't y'all be telling people how to get married out here? You sitting at home with a wife, but you spending all this time teaching people to not like other people or to look down upon people. Yet these young men are alone, do not like women, and feel like they want to keep all their stuff to themselves because they're so scared. I don't know, man. Are you guys helping us or not? I don't know. I don't know, but that's all. That's my opinion. What y'all think? um, and she would say, I'm about to go talk about my real life and how my son cleaning his room up because he's trying to have female company. And I don't know what the F to do. El Tipo. I don't know what to do either. I don't know what to tell you because I don't even have a son. Um, and luckily I have Ava and she's little right now, so we haven't even got to that stage. But oh my goodness, I cannot imagine. I'll be like, ain't nobody good enough for my baby. And Blaze said, my thing is for these people to hate black women as much as they say they do, a lot, and I mean a lot of time is spent online ranting and raving about the very thing they allegedly hate. Exactly. And you know what? I say this. At the end of the day, they need to talk about women and black women to even be relevant, to even continue on with their following. That is their selling point, is the hatred of black women, in my opinion. Without that, they would not have viewers. They wouldn't have cash apps. So it's like, at the end of the day, you guys need black women in some way, shape, or form to even be relevant. Um, Whereas when you come over to 907 Goodies, it's not about who we don't like. It's about the food. And that is the difference, is they have built their brands on peddling this conspiracy theory that it's one person's fault. The world did not get the way it is by one group of people. There is no way. And I don't know, y'all is crazy out here. Crazy out here. But they need women to be able to sell, to be able to stay relevant, and bless their little hearts. They really don't have a storyline. That's all they got. I mean, and Chiba said, I want to scream. Oh my God, Chiba, I cannot imagine the dating. Um, Girl, I feel like I need a shot thinking about it. Ooh, El Chiba laying down the law. And then she said, I told him no spending the night and the door gotta stay open. He was like, the door gotta stay open. Of course it do. Y'all little kids be out here. I ain't gonna say too much. Look. And we're not saying it's the son you gotta worry about. It's the little girls, in my opinion. El Chiba gonna be walking by with binoculars. Oh my! And then El Chibo, do not leave the house while that little girl is there. Do not leave the house, El Chibo. Sit right out there in the living room. Don't be going to the store to get no tamales. Mmm. El Chibo said, I didn't bring no men in my mother's place, but I done been to some mama's houses. You know what? But when you're young, dating is, you just feel like the person you're with is gonna be here forever, and it just be so crazy. Well, people, let me know how it goes. But it's like, What do you do, you know? Like, when your kid is like, I'm having a baby. Like, that's crazy to me. And Blaze said, I simply got a motel room for the day. No, don't do that. I don't want my son and my daughter up in no motel room, busting nothing down. I look. It's like you don't want your kid to be alone, but you want them to be your baby for as long as possible. And Jasmine said, yes, 907, you think they are here forever. And that first heartbreak, you be so sad. And you just be, you know, when you're young, you be feeling like it's the end of the world. But it's gonna be alright. Like, it really is. And people said, I don't want him busting nothing down here, neither. And then she said, but yeah, go get you a room. Man, this is a tough position because you know you don't want nobody to take advantage of your kid. You don't want nobody to do your kid wrong. So you just gonna be looking at the girl with the side eye. My opinion. Um. These home fries. And I was just thinking, oh yeah, I was supposed to get the ketchup, but these are so good. It don't even need ketchup. I mean, it's just, and I got the yolk, and I made these eggs perfectly. Oh my goodness, Chiba got me nervous. I'm thinking about how Ava's gonna be when she get 19. Oh my goodness, man, these little kids and these boys. I'm like, Ava, stay away from everybody. Leave my baby alone. Okay. Okay, so the chicken sausage is better than the one that I tried last time. The one that I tried last time was too sweet in my opinion, and this one does taste better. I do like this one, but my favorite sausage that I've tried so far would be the roasted chicken and Gruyere. That was my favorite one by far. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Chiba, I'm worried for you. And Blaze said, I got exposed to things earlier. Or, I got exposed to things far earlier on than intended. So, in some aspects, I had to grow up quick. The police talk, the birds and the bees talk, all of it started to take place as early as second grade. Wow. Um, that is crazy. But then it's like, you know, as a parent, it's like, what are the good ages to have these talks? And I think it kind of depends on how developed your child is. Like, some of our kids are really mature for their ages and some are not. But I would say parenting is a tough job. It is so tough. And that's why when people try to tell you how to be a parent that don't have kids, you're like, shut the F up. You have no idea, okay? There is no right or wrong answer. There is no, like, handbook to being a parent. You just gotta do what you think is best. Um, Mm. These home fries are so good. I feel like well, okay, so I am the fifth kid. So I feel like when I got here, my mom was kind of already tired. I feel like you know what I'm saying? Like it's different when you have your first kid versus your fifth kid. So I feel like she was already tired, and so I had a small talk with her, but it really wasn't extensive the way it needed to be. And I feel like that's because she was done at that point. My sisters were super bad, so she had her hands full with my sisters. And Blaze said didn't have a choice. It was already ingrained in my mind and had 1,000 different questions. So my grandfather decided to sit me down and talk. In your opinion, Blaze, do you feel like it was too early to have that talk? Or do you feel like, because you seem like a pretty smart person, you seem like you're well developed and very mature for your age. So do you feel like it was too soon? Um, yeah, but my mom was tired by the time I got here. So I don't feel like I had, as great of a talk as I needed to have. Because I was kind of like Blaze, like I had a lot of questions, but I don't know, my sisters were real bad, so everybody was just pretty much like, don't be like them. um, y'all, ooh, when I grew up, it was hectic. There was always something going on. Somebody was always fighting. Something was always going on. Mm. And as people said, my mama didn't have a talk. She just tried to keep me away from boys. And I think it's a balance. Like you don't want to shelter your kid too much, but then you don't want to have them super exposed. So I think it's like a fine line. And it is so hard as parents because there are no handbooks when you have a kid. You have to figure it out as you go. Mm, mm, mm. So what I like to do, I like to take my toast and rub it all in the egg yolk. Get all that yolk. Y'all, I love my little YouTube channel. I never thought I was gonna really become a YouTuber. This is never like my dream to become a YouTuber. I actually started Ava's Playtime first, and Ava wanted to become a YouTuber. And she was like, Mommy, I want a Tesla. I want a YouTube channel. I want to be a gymnast. So her friends made her YouTube channel. I got serious about editing. And I got Canva, which is the app I use to make all my graphics and videos. And I just started making videos. I would watch how-to videos on YouTube. And I'm self-taught. Everything I know, I learned. Just did it by just doing it. And so I started making videos for her, and I loved it. I loved being behind the camera, building sets, and making like little fun concepts. And then for me, it was kind of fun when when it was playtime, we would be like subscribe to my YouTube channel. But I really loved it and I really enjoyed it. So then I started 907 Good Eats, and here I am. So it feels very sudden. And then like my family, they're like, we cannot believe how much you learn in such a short amount of time. Because I was like, I'm starting a YouTube channel, and they're like, okay, but they didn't really like pay no mind to what I was saying until they started like seeing how good it was going. Mm. As people said, does this allow you to be free of a 9 to 5? Are you referring to the YouTube channels? Um, and Blaze said in regards to my question of does he feel like he had to talk too early? He says, yes, it was. I still enjoyed my childhood and did get the chance to just be a kid. But unfortunately, I did end up losing some of my innocence. Some stuff was harder to process than others. Hey, Big Bad Boo, how have you been? Happy New Year, and all of you guys, Happy New Year's as well. And I haven't seen you in a long time over here, Big Bad Bull. And if y'all don't know why Big Bad Bull, then you're not in the YouTube streets enough. Big Bad Bull is the mod father, moderator on everybody's channel, holding it down. Okay, so Big Bad Bull said, I take it you don't care much for this sausage brand either. Okay, so let me show you guys the brand because I have it. This is Aidells chicken and apple sausage. And Big Bad Bull, this sausage is better than the other one I tried, the chicken and apple. It was too sweet. Last time, I don't remember what brand that was. This sausage is okay, but the roasted garlic and Gruyere, after I had that was the one that I wish I would have bought like 3 packs of. This one isn't bad. I think that you guys should still try it. I think that I don't like the sweetness from the apple. But it was weird, like when I worked in the kitchen, we had a chicken apple sausage that I actually really, really liked. But now that I'm trying it years later, I don't like the apple. Mmm. So, I think it's the apple that I don't like. But I don't really care for it, but I'm still gonna. So, I'm not gonna buy any more chicken apple sausage. That's just what I need to do. I need to stop buying this, and I just need to be real with myself. I don't like it anymore. I used to years ago, but you know what they say? They say that your palate changes every 10 years. So I used to like it, but now I don't. Oh, and Blaze said that reminds me. You still plan on doing a cook-off with another chef. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have had 2 guests that I had planned on bringing up that um, have canceled on me. So now I kind of, feel like I don't even want to ask somebody to come on here because it's like everyone isn't as determined as I am. Or, stuff happens, there's scheduling conflicts. But I've had 2 guests cancel on me the last 2 times. So I don't even want to invite nobody else on the platform. What do y'all think, though? What would y'all do if you were me? And Sheba said, I have chicken apple sausage in my fridge. I don't like it. Yes. When I tried it years ago, I liked it, but now I do not like it anymore. And I'm not going to buy any more chicken apple sausage. I'm just going to put it on my do not buy list. But yes, Foodiegang. So I don't know, Blades, about the cook-off with another chef. But I am looking forward to doing a live stream with El Cheapo. Because El Cheapo got the same work ethic as me. And I think it kind of comes down to that too. It's like not everybody has the same work ethic. Some people call out to work. Some people show up to work. So and Blaze out here being messy. Somebody come get your boy. He said, has one of those guests been cheapo? No, it has not. Because me and El Cheapo never set a date. And she told me, she said, I'm not feeling good. No, it has not been one of El Cheapo. And Blaze, you know she can hear us, right? Oh my goodness, and we got Emperor in the building as well. He said, what up though, 907, good eats. And chat, smash that like button. Yes, hit the like button. And up, Blaze says she lied. Blaze trying to get some started in this chat. Blaze. I tell you, until we do ice cream and until we do the live stream with Cheapo, Blaze is not gonna be happy. But let me ask you guys this: have you guys ever done a dual live stream? And have you guys ever done it before? I've never done it, but I know that I might have to watch a how-to video. I know you can like I've heard that you can invite people onto the, but I've never done it. And Blaze, Sheba said, Blaze, I haven't committed yet, but when set one we on, yes. Um, and then Big Bad Bull said, I have been on for most of the month and dreading going back to work, or I have been off for most of the month and dreading going back to work. Big Bad Bull, you be out here moderating, and I don't even know how y'all find time or how you find time. And Blaze said, make sure they sign the contract 907. See, that's another thing, Blaze. We have not gotten there yet. But I've had two guests that had planned to come on, not come on. So now I'm kind of like, I kind of just want to do things out by myself. But one of the guests that the Empty Stomach podcast, they show up every Sunday. And it's about 4 or 5 of them total. So if one of them can't make it, they let me know. Like, out of all the guests I've had, I would say Empty Stomach Podcast, Dr. Frizzle Frost have been some of the best guests, and they show up every time. And if they don't, they communicate. If Dr. Frizzle is having like a scheduling issue, he will let me know. And shout out to Next Level. He did send me a message and let me know that he wasn't going to be able to make it. So he did communicate. And I feel like if you schedule something with somebody, communicate if you can't make it, because scheduling conflicts come up. No, so I still got love for Next Level. Okay, I still got love. So y'all don't be telling Next Level I was talking about him, because we still got love for Next Level. And anytime he's ready to come onto the platform, he definitely can. Okay. Tomorrow we have the Foodiegang food panel. We're back. We're going to be talking about random topics. So if you guys have any stories to share, or, if you've heard anything, let us know. It's going to be our last show of 2024. And we're going to be hopping into the new year pretty soon. I am not sure what I'm making for Sunday dinner, or if we're having Sunday dinner, but I will let you guys know. I will set it up on make a post on my community tab. And I think I'm going to take Monday off. Because your girl been up here nonstop going live. So I think I'm going to take Monday off. Gonna be back Wednesday, because Wednesday is New Year's. I want to do a mimosa and juice bar and finger food. So we got some content lined up. And Blaze always out here with the positivity. And it's cool. Things do come up, but I wouldn't let that stop you from future collaborations. There's a few people I think would be a good fit for your brand and platform. Blaze, you are absolutely right. You know how you try to do something and it don't work out, you're like, I'm good for a little bit, and then you try again. I think that may be what needs to happen to me. Sometimes you gotta take a break, you gotta reevaluate. But I do like collaborations because it gives you guys the opportunity to meet someone that you probably have never heard about, and we're able to shine a light on that person's work and what they are doing and what they are cooking. So, but shout out to everybody. Hit the like button, support the channel. You can always leave super chat, Venmo, PayPal. Super thanks after the live stream ends. And I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'm going to set that live stream up. Your girl has been running. After that Christmas marathon with all that cooking I did, I have been behind on a lot of things. But we are going to get that set up here shortly. So y'all come back for tomorrow. And Blake said all the time, that's why I have backup plans in the tuck. Exactly. Exactly. And that is how yesterday's live stream came about. The last minute soup. That was the backup plan. Always have a backup plan. Be prepared. Be flexible. And don't be too hard on yourself. You know what I'm saying? But that's all, Foodie Gang, for the Saturday Foodie Gang breakfast. Thank you guys for stopping by the channel. I just love these Saturdays where we just cook and chop it up. And I really get to talk to my people. Um, I'm sure I will be seeing you guys in these YouTube streets. Y'all be safe. Be kind, people out here in the world. Don't be part of the problem. Be part of the solution. That's another problem. We ain't got no solutions. Everybody just arguing. No solution in sight. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys on the next one. And I am your host. And this is Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bang. Empress said, peace and blessings, everybody. Be safe and be careful. Do not drink and drive. Very, very true. And Big Bad Bull said, thank you. And shout out to Emperor and Big Bad Bull. It's always a pleasure to see you guys. But to especially see y'all over here. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to all the moderators. This has been a busy Christmas season, and you guys showed up and showed out. They know, the trolls know they got about 2 minutes to rock out in the chat before we get them up out of here. So thank y'all for doing that. Thank y'all for always showing up and supporting. And shout out to Big Bad Bull. He was the first member on this channel once we got monetized, and I'll never forget the support and the love just from Big Bad Bull, Blaze, El Cheapo, and everyone else. Thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate it. But you guys have a good day. I will see you guys in the next one.